What's up, my freelance writer friend? All right, so for today, I'm going to share with you the ABCs of freelance writing to help you understand what is freelance writing. These are freelance writing terms from A all the way down to Z. All right, so if you're brand new, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below and share with me your ABCs of freelance writing. I want to know what you think about freelance writing and put it all in the alphabet. All right, so let's get to it. All right. Here are the ABCs of freelance writing. Now the first is A. A is for action. All right. Now, to freelance write, you really do need to take action, but I know that a lot of you are fearful of freelance writing. They're fearful of taking that next step, but you won't succeed otherwise. So some easy ways you can take action is by learning more about freelance writing. So make sure to visit elnacain.com for some freelance writing advice. You can start a blog. You can start social media profiles if you want, a LinkedIn or a Twitter profile, and networking with other writers. All right, so if you can do all those things, then you know that you're taking action and you're on your road to becoming a freelance writer. All right. B is for byline. All right. A byline is your attribution on your piece of content. It's basically your author bio that you can have at the end of your blog posts, guest posts, or client pieces. This is an author bio for one of my clients. So I put a link to my writing website as well as to my own personal blog, right? So depending on what publication I'm on, I will have different author bylines. My author byline for Walmart is completely different than my author byline for Blogging Wizard and for Opt-in Monster and for Smart Blogger and so on and so on. All right. The next one is C. C is for clips. Now, what are clips? When I first started freelance writing, I kept hearing this term over and over again, and I had no idea what that meant. So I'm here to help you. Clips is another way to say your writing samples. This is what you show to prospective clients, and you want to ensure that your clips are the best writing that you have. For me, I knew about writing samples, but I didn't know the jargon that journalists or writers had. So whenever you see the term clips in online or with a potential job, then you know that you're going to send them your writing samples. And if you need help with writing your samples, make sure you check my video on writing samples right there. All right, so let's get to it. What's the next one in our alphabet? D. D is for deadlines. Now, as a freelance writer, you're going to set your own deadlines, but sometimes clients will tell you their deadlines because a lot of them might have a campaign running, and so they have a staff of writers and they need the content by a certain date. All right, especially if you're working for bigger publications, bigger brands. I would advise to set an internal deadline, all right, for your own self. So if the client gives you 10 days, try to write that piece of content in 8 days or even 5 days. All right, so you have that buffer so that in case something hits like a family emergency or that you get sick or you suddenly get writer's block. I don't know, like something happens. You at least have that buffer. All right, I like to do that for all my pieces as well. All right, E is for editing. Now, every piece that you do needs to be edited for any grammar mistakes, okay? And this is especially true for your client pieces. I, in the past, have hired copy editors for my digital marketing content. I really needed someone that understood my niche and that can look at my structure of my writing, suggest some ways to change things up, to shorten things, look at all my external links to make sure I am having the credible sources there. All right. If you need help, make sure to go to elnacain.com/go/Grammarly to see if you enjoy this tool, because Grammarly is something that I like to use for all my client pieces. All right. F is for fear of failing. Now, I know many of you fear this. This is a big fear of yours. And with anything new that you try, there's going to be that initial fear. But how you cope with it and respond to the fear is what will set you apart. So for me, I had a lot of fear and trepidation coming into freelance writing. I didn't have a journalist degree. I didn't have a creative writing degree. My degree was in psychology. I didn't feel credible at all. So I did have a lot of fear. And even one writer out on the online on LinkedIn called my writing, junk food writing of all things. So for me, I was really just hesitant to keep on going. But I looked internally. I felt that that was only one person out of the millions of people online and that looked at my writing that way. So I continued to write, I continued to guest post, and guess what? I started landing clients. So if you need help with fear, make sure to check out this video that I have to overcome your fear as a freelance writer. All right, G is for ghostwriting. Now, a ghostwriter is someone that writes copy like articles, speeches, books, blog posts, email, newsletters, web copy, tons of different types of content online and offline too, right? The main thing is that this is not credited by you, all right? This is ghostwriting, so you're writing under someone's name, all right? It goes to the client or the person that hired you. So none of your work is credited to you. You can't publicly share the client pieces once it's published. And you can't show that on your portfolio piece as a clip as well, right? Unless the ghostwriting client gives you permission. And most ghostwriting clients won't give you that permission because they hired you to keep their brand known as them and not as someone else writing for them, right? So ghostwriting is highly profitable, but do realize it might be harder for you to grow your brand and your client base when you can't share your writing. All right. H is for healthy. This is super, super important. It's important as writers to remain healthy. Sitting is bad or worse than smoking, I've been reading, and it's extremely important to start taking breaks. I recently got if you can see, a Fitbit. So I keep track of my steps each day. I make it a purpose. If I'm going to go to the bathroom, I'm also going to go down the steps a couple times. I'm going to walk around to my kitchen and back into the bathroom to take those extra steps because I want to stay healthy. I also do YouTube videos of some walking or low impact exercises. And when the weather is nice outside, I go outside. So you need to get out of the chair constantly throughout the day. I would say every 30 minutes to 60 minutes, stand up, get the blood circulating. All right. It's also important to get a lot of sleep. All right. Now, entrepreneurs are known to have high anxiety, high depression, and a big culprit of that is sleep. So don't stay up so late. Try to go to bed at adequate time. All right. This is something that I'm working on. I used to go to bed at 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m., and now I'm trying to go to bed at 12:30 a.m., and hopefully even before that, all right? Because I know how important sleep is. When I don't get good sleep, I get very irritable, all right? And my creativity is shot. I can't even think of anything. All right. I is for invoicing. Now, as a freelance writer, it's your job to invoice your clients. I'm sorry if you can't see this. Let's see if I can move this up here maybe. There you go, you guys. There will be some clients that will give you instructions on how to invoice them, but generally it's up to you. Now you can draft your invoice using GDocs, MS Word, or you can use like tools like FreshBooks or Zoho. Do what works for you. All right. I submit a customized invoice myself. All right. J is for job boards. Now, one of the easiest ways to find your first freelance writing job is to use job boards. Now, there are many free job boards like ProBlogger, and there are also paid ones like Contena. Now, the reason why you would pay for a job board is to get those exclusive curated listings in a variety of niches. And for me, that's what Contena has. Contena also has other perks, like you can get your own coach. They have courses, their academy, and lots of other trainings. So it's a full platform for you if you want to decide to use Contena. But if not, I do have a video on how to use freelance writing job boards, and I do talk about free ones as well as Contena. All right, so make sure you check that video out too after this video. All right, K is for kill fee. This is, again, another term that I didn't know what a kill fee was. Now, but I don't come across this at all with my clients because kill fee is usually associated with magazine articles and editors and things like that, publications. So if you want to write for magazines, you might want to have a kill fee in your contract So this means if the publication doesn't run with your piece, it doesn't publish it, then they can pay you up to 20%, sometimes even up to 50% of what you would have been paid if they had published your piece. All right, so that's a kill fee. And you can stipulate that in the contract. All right, L is for learning. Now, it's important that you spend a good chunk in the beginning with your educational learning time. All right, so set that time to learn about freelance writing. You can go to resources like mine, elnacain.com, to learn the ins and outs of freelance writing. And you can consider taking a course that can give you a step up and help you be a successful freelance writer quicker. If that's your plan, if that's what you want to do and get this going quickly and be successful right off the bat, make sure to visit right to1k.com to learn more. All right, M is for marketing yourself. Now, to get yourself out there, you do need to market yourself. No one's going to find you if all you do is start a blog with your writing and that's it. All right. You need to have writing everywhere to attract clients. And you can do that through guest posting, commenting, sharing your content, and networking. All right. So those are all great things to get started as a freelance writer. All right. N is for niche. Now, to really make it as a freelance writer, you do need to exclusively write on one topic. This is called your writing niche, and not all niches are created equal. Some niches aren't that profitable, but can be a way to break into bigger, high-paying niches. So, for example, if you want to write in the fintech industry, then you might want to start out as a finance writer, but you may even want to start out writing financial content for bloggers, and then for small businesses, and then for publications, and then for magazines, and then you can get into the fintech industry and have that credibility behind you and start asking for bigger pay for your content, right? So if you start slow and you start at the low end with your niche, then you can break into bigger paying niches, okay? And as well, most niches do have high paying clients. They're there. You just have to find them, and you have to think about who your target audience is. Who is your target client? All right. So if you need some more ideas, make sure to check out my video here on high paying freelance writing niches for you. All right. O is for offerings. Now, what are you going to offer as a freelance writer? There are many different types of services that you can offer. Some ideas are the ghostwriting that we've talked about. You can offer editing. You can even offer SEO writing or copywriting. There's a lot of different ideas that you can write about. When I first started, I actually did, blog writing, like content writing. I was thinking more like on pages of websites. And then I even added social media marketing and ebook cover creations of all things, right? And I landed a couple clients in each of those topics and each of those services. So that was kind of cool. P is for pitch. If you are seeking freelance writing jobs, then you need to have a converting pitch. This is a pitch that's optimized to land a job, all right? Most pitches share who you are and what your service is, right? And they demonstrate how you can help that potential client. So make sure to include those things in your pitch. All right, Q is for quality. To make big bucks, your writing needs to be high quality, right? So brands and publications and small businesses seek high quality and highly engaging writing from their writers, right? This is going to hook their readers in and help them convert them into leads, all right? That's the reason why they're hiring freelance writers, is to produce that stellar type of content so that they can attract business, right? So quality writing is conversational with storytelling features and copywriting principles. If you really need to focus on your writing for clients, then make sure to check out my course. It's on elnacain.com/course/freelance-blogging-weekend. All right, so that is the course for you. R is for research. It's up to the freelance writers to do proper research and find credible sources for their client pieces. If you're not good at researching online, then maybe this is not the gig for you. So consider that. S is for style guide. Now, some of your clients will have a style guide to help you with your article. So this will have formatting tips as well as the style that they seek in their content, and what their overall brand and voice is on their content. So for example, Walmart sent me actually 3 different style guides, an example actually, and then just some notes. All right. So for bigger brands, you're going to have to adhere to their style guides. For smaller brands, small businesses, they may not even have one because it's not on their plan. I write in the digital marketing niche and their focus is on digital marketing. They don't have a style guide for me. But as a freelance writer, I know the style that they seek because I can view their blog posts and I know the type of content that they're looking at online for digital marketing content. All right, T is for testimonials. Now, testimonial is when someone shares how happy they are about where you work. This can act as social proof and can help prospects take the plunge and hire you. Sometimes they need that extra little motivation, that nudge. And if they go to your other website and see what people are saying, I have it right here, some examples, that might get them interested in hiring you. Because if these people are happy about your content, then hopefully you can produce the same type of content for them. All right. U is for USP. Now, what is USP? USP stands for your unique selling point. This is a lesson in Right to 1K. I do talk about this heavily because it is what will set you apart. There are thousands of freelance writers out there, and many of them are in the same niche as you. So how will you stand out? Think about that. You can look at your personality qualities and your skills that you can point out to help form your USP, okay? V is for, I could have put voice and other things, but I really wanted to talk about love, your love and passion of writing. All right. So in the beginning, you might find yourself writing about topics that you don't like, but you have the choice to change that. All right. When I first started, I was writing about a lot of different topics about the virtual effects industry, dentistry, automotive, work from home, social media, lots of different topics. And I learned what I liked writing about the best. So even though I didn't like writing automotive content, I still did it for that experience. Okay. And what I learned is that I actually really love blogging in general. So I decided to start other blogs. I started Twins Mommy. I started freelance, or I took over Freelancer FAQs, took over some other blogs. I started other sites. And I love blogging. It's a great creative outlet for me. All right, W is for writer website. Now, every freelance writer online needs a writer website. There's no if, ands, or buts about this. If you want to make it as a freelance writer, you need a service-based website, separate from your blog, separate from anything else. All right. This is the biggest tool you can have to land clients, and it makes you look professional. If you need help starting an optimized writer website, make sure to check out Writer Website in the Weekend. The link is below. And it's also here on this slide. All right, X was hard. So I had to sort of cheat. So X is for excellent work. Now, if you are struggling to land client work, I want you to take a look at your writing style and your writing skills. Are you producing stellar work? Is your writing conversational? Will other bloggers publish your content? All right, you need to figure that out. And you might start with like writing on Medium, right? And see if you're going to get any kind of engagement with your writing on Medium and see if that works. Y is for YouTube. Yay for YouTube. Get your learning on. YouTube is a great platform to learn all about different topics, about your niche topic specifically, about freelance writing in general, about marketing aspects too. So make sure you subscribe and explore my channel too. All right. And Z or Z is for your zone of genius. Now, this took me the longest to figure out, but I love, and I talked about your zone of genius on Twins Mommy and with other clients too. So are you operating in your zone of genius, or are you stuck in your comfort zone? Think about that. Your zone of genius is that magical recipe of finding that high performance time, so the optimal time for writing, and doing the tasks you are most efficient in, right? Your talent. And you can change that to your topic, your niche, right? And that's what's going to make you an expert in your niche and knowing what you're capable of. All right. So for me, I know that web design and tech stuff isn't in my zone of genius. I'm not going to spend time understanding how tech works and do technical writing. Instead, digital marketing is my zone of genius. And when I write content in that topic, it takes me half the time than if I was writing a post, let's say, on parenting tips or health tips. So think about that. Once you pick that topic, you will excel in that topic, and that will become your zone of genius. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button. Tell me in the comments below your favorite letter, or generate your own A to Z list of freelance writing terms to understand what is freelance writing. All right, see you in the next video.